Consider avoiding words in which the secondary idea may have changed into an obscene or unclean idea, even though the primary idea remains the same. There are terms in the Bible whose primary idea is still the same as far as what it represents, but the secondary idea has changed with culture and declined to carry obscene or unclean ideas. We should exercise modesty in our word choices. Not only can a term affect the meaning of an idea, but the choice of terms can also influence the idea. Terms can often be simple in words, but very complex in sense by what they convey, because usually they convey a primary idea and they convey a secondary idea in them. For example, the statement, "that is not true." It is conveying the idea of a singular idea, a falsehood. However, if I said the statement, "that is a lie," that implies a falsehood of speech still, but it also carries the secondary idea of a reproach and censure on that person. But if I said, "that was a mistake," that has the primary idea still of a falsehood of speech, but it also includes the secondary idea of a tenderness and a civility to the person. There are many words in our vocabulary that contain the primary idea of the action, but they also include a secondary idea of abhorrence in them. For example, murder, adultery, etc. A simple term is one word. A complex term is when more words are used to signify one thing. For example, the second emperor of Rome. It's a complex term, and even though it's using several words, it's referring to one thing, Augustus. Also, if we said pious man, that is also a complex term because even though there's several words, it's still referring to one idea. When expressing any evil actions, do it either by a word that has a secondary idea of kindness or softness, or a word that carries in it an idea of rebuke or severity, according as the case requires.